cool. Yeah, for once I'm not attacking and killing people. It's great. Okay, time to go back to the tea shop. How's my Wow, my investigation's almost max. So I'm stable, professional, meticulous, and still relaxed. I'm okay. I'm doing good. Inside is the interior of a traditional tea shop. I already read that, but I can enter it now? Ooh, yeah, it's really old.
Welcome, come in, do sit down. No need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you?
Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you.
Oh, and how is Mr. Kawana? Still prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise behind his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with the old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with?
I'm looking into a few things related to the Kamenkai, the group his family got mixed up in.
Ah, a more difficult answer than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the guru, Tokimasa. The second is the ancient order, over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding?
I was told it's related to the Kamenkai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it?
Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. I wonder how you came into possession of an object with such a dark history.
I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that.
Ah, but that itself is the essence of history. Layers upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like this one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up.
Relic? If it's from the Kamenkai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. So wait, is the Kamenkai a real thing? Is this like fake or is it based on real events? Abandons beloved sister with crazy grandmom and murderous crazy cult mask? Sounds legit. Right? Yeah, I'm really curious if this story is kind of based off of something real or if it's just kind of made up. Because the story itself kind of sounds fatal for Amy, like some sacrificial weird cult thing and stuff. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Misguided and deceptive as he was, Tokamasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings that he could control in order to manipulate his followers.
Doesn't seem real. Same itself at least. Oh, okay.
The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Only, I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it.
For instance?
Like why, Now that I'm about to say it out loud sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you.
Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place?
How is that so specific? How is that such a specific thing to assume? How? How?
Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real? Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you? Oh yes, I know all about those things too.
How could you know about that?
When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. You too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows?
Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise.
Most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologize. Do you mind if I call you that?
I don't remember telling you I was a detective.
Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you any level of comfort?
I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? It's like I finally got a foothold on solid ground.
Ah, yes, knowledge is a light in dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such import would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate, pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes and our ends the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in our universe instead? Does it change accordingly to our deeds and what has happened to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it is fate or the chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed?
Do I believe that it is fate or do I believe that it is chance? This is interesting because... Okay, so you can't find anything that based on a true story. Okay, good to know. Trying to think because I'm a person who believes both. But it depends. But given this situation, I don't believe that it was fate that all this stuff happened to her. At least that's not what it appears to be. It seems like it was a chance. Like, she got the mask from the grandma and then went up to the thing and, like, everything just kind of, like, it wasn't really fate. Because if she had not seen the grandma before she went up there and she had not taken the mask, then she wouldn't be in this situation. Fate would imply it wasn't your fault, while chance hints something might have been done. But see, even that is kind of convoluted, because I could say that getting the mask in the first place wasn't my fault because it was thrown at me, technically. But I could also say that it was a chance because I chose to see the grandmother and then the grandmother chose to give it to me. So it's like, I might be looking into it too much, but... I guess I'm gonna say it was fate. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has been somewhat out of your control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Kamenkai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for. Ah, yes, a more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come to no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry, it is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel it could shine a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. Haha, I'm sorry, I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? Huh. That's me, right?
Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me.
Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking?
Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop.
He's right outside. This won't take long. I'll be right back.
That's what you think.
Okay, so is it this dude? Ask about tea shop?
The old tea shop next door, isn't that place closed down?
Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it?
Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe it, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. Possibly he's a little nuts. Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Aw man, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I ought to ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, eh? Word though, the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something and has trained some of the best. Lots of cops trained with him too, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all.
Speaking of which, I have a bit of a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there? Maybe recently? I was led to believe you would.
Uh-oh. Oh geez.
Go on.
Like I said, the place has been empty for years, but you know, I spend a lot of time outside it, and half the time the door is wide open. So one day a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or nothing. I was just curious, that's all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and then there were all sorts of weird stuff laying around, so I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to be on standby for when that happens, you know? So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then, he was going through some particularly tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, miss, had left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Whoops, got off track again. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten book when I got his phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Oh God. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns with the door unlocked. Oh no, it's that guy. Oh no. Is he talking about Daiso? Is it Daiso? A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure if he'd still be there.
That's quite a story. Sounds to me like he wanted to be found.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital, tried to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was someone out there trying to do something nice for him, you know? I think it helped, for a minute anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother and I worry about him. He's not been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign some paper and move on, but he can't. Something about that has its claws sank deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef. We could make a killing. It is Daiso.
Oh no.
Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passersby and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku at any rate.
Shinjuku?
Yeah, in a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. You want the address?
Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daiso, right?
You know him? Small world was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. Or Haruto, rather. Is it Haruto or Haruto? I think it's Haruto. Poor Daiso. While you're at it, tell him takoyaki stands are still the future of cuisine and to get his butt over here. Haha.
I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Oh no, Daiso OD'd? I'm so sad to hear about poor Daiso. Shinjuko. Oh no. Daiso? I love Daiso. He's the least crazy person here. Oop. Daiso, my man, how you doing, bro?
Hi, Ayami. How can I help you today?
Hey, Daiso, how are things?
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asukasa today.
Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances?
Who knows? Maybe it was preordained.
Huh. Who would have thought? So, is he still selling takoyaki at his stand? Did he say anything?
He is. He said to remind you that takoyaki stands are the future of cuisine and that you should go and help him.
Yeah, you talked to Haruto, alright. Always the optimist, that guy.
I actually have a favor to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago?
The only thing that guy gives me is a headaches. Not sure if I can help you, Ayami.
He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital.
Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups, haha.
Oh no.
Besides, that dolt's bringing me stuff all the time, always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener.
This would have been more recently, after a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask.
Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot always running his mouth. Friggin' traitor. Those were just, hard times. Nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective, but I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories, Daiso.
Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one of the ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't so complicated. Wait there a second. I may still have it in the storeroom still. Dang it, sorry Ayami, hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. Oh god! How? It's yours, Detective. Huh? Hey, no wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby.
Reina.
No, Ruby, see? It says right here, right there on the cover. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her, huh? I wonder why we keep running into each other.
Must be fate.
Nah, I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose.
If you say so, Daiso.
Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk.
Thank you.
See you around, Ayami.
Take care, Daiso.
Aw man, don't die, Daiso. I like you. I really like you. It is full circle. It's so freaking weird. Okay. So there was no book.
I wonder if this is the magazine he was talking about. There's no book. Maybe this is fate? Wait, should I tell him about... Nope. Okay.
Ah, welcome back, Detective. Is that my book I see in your hands?
Guess I'm a little surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is the mask bearer you talked about? It's hard to believe.
Does it surprise you? After all, it is she who you see in the dark, is it not?
Dark. That's what the collector called it too. How'd Reina get tied up in all this?
I only know that fate has intertwined the girl's life with the forces in the mask. but the the machinations behind those circumstances are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past involving old men and black and white pictures, but that book and the girl are as much of a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present and people to each other are not always apparent, but peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, the detective who holds it now, all forming a neat and tidy line. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of a sleeper cell of some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, detective, we can agree, so why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object, the story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. That's a long-ass time ago. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical. Yeah, cyclical. And like so many before them and so many after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nita clan, loyal to Emperor Go-Daigo, led a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tides receded, leaving a key passage open to the invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them, there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. Wow. 870 samurai? The fuck? However, the Hojo and Nita clans, embroiled in their quests for empire, could not see the role they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kamenkai. It is said that in the flames of Kamakura, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to the histories by the name of Chikako. Chikako Shichijo? Chikako Shichijo. What a tongue twister. Am I saying this right? Chikako Shichijo. Oh, the samurai thing is a real story? Holy shit. That is a lot of fucking people. Chikako? Chikako? Chikako Shishijo? This is really weird to say. It is a tongue twister. The last survivor of the Kamenkai. I like Chikako. I kind of hope it's pronounced Chikako, but it could be Chikako. Okay, so whatever the Kamenkai were trying to do, they failed. I mean, they all died, right? No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Shijijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded, to become the first mask bearer. Oh, that's freaky. Mask bearer? The Kamenkai used the deaths of all those people to create this? Why? Legend has it that the Kamenkai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning, a place where cause and effect could be changed. Why? Why spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from being abused. Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. This is the power of the door. To a mortal mind obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt absolutely, a power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with a tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true, all of it. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door could be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kamenkai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all who come in contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected to it. That is a mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, the last known location of the mask was the Kamenkai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kamenkai under Tokimasa. They existed, and then on March 4th, 1996, they met their end. There were many theories that the police killed them during their raid of Compound, or that someone within the cult had snapped and murdered the others. I have a hunch that this cult reenacted what happened in the 1300s, and they all committed mass suicide. That's my guess. Nothing but conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within police records, and though I remain curious, it is not something I have access to. Perhaps the best place to start is there. Finding out about the last days of the Kamenkai may help light your path to the truth, though I wonder if such an object bred from suffering can truly put an end to it. Is it you who could finally break this terrible cycle? I've spent a long time here. I'm tired, so tired. Farewell, detective. Damn. That's some heavy shit right there. A mask that was formed from the deaths of hundreds of people to seal a door? Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything that I've experiencing like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, and a door to the spiritual realm. It sounds like a myth. An interesting story told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki, Reina. I can't see it. The bridge between the Kamakura samurai and a young girl. He said Reina fit into the story. She's a mask bearer? But how? Yasuhisa, the collector. I thought when I'd met him I'd entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly, but my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night, the hours bleed into each other, even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Ugh, my head. Maybe I should take my medication. Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kamenkai. Finding the police report is my way forward. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that can happen? I should head to the police headquarters and see what I can find. Okay. So let's go to police headquarters and hopefully it saves. Yep, saved. Okay. Oh boy. Detective Tyra. Oh shit, you've gotta be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets on how long it would be before you showed your face again. Shame, you coming in here now cost me 10,000 yen. Was that like $100 or something? Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Fuck you. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you, in other words, ain't allowed in headquarters right now, so what do you want? Oh boy. I need a favor. Can we shoot him? Wouldn't that be funny? I need a favor. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So what do you want me to do, Ito? Sneak into the evidence locker? Steal your gun back for you? Haha, like I'd do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the damn station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors from here on out if I were you. And I'd rather not people see us talking and think that we're all friendly or something. Now get out before I have to call someone down here. God damn it. Welp, that... Shit. I don't want to threaten that. That won't be good for me. So the only place I can go to back is Asakusa. Maybe we can go back to the dojo, because the guy is... Maybe we can find out he didn't win or something, and then we can blackmail him at the dojo? I'm sure he's willing to help me now. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? You train police? I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right. I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taira, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, Detective Taira. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts, though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Tyra's about the only usable link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Tyra? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Taira actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he is engaged to be married soon, as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? We'll see how long that lasts. May I ask what exactly Tyra did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? Huh. You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got his promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all fallen apart now, though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yes, I thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner workings of a police force, but from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn their promotion honestly. Often I watch my students spar, and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral to the end of the story? Patience, Ito. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the students who resign themselves to defeat desperately defends.
So this is kind of a hint for us to be, like, relaxed. It's not skill or merit that wins the ballot. It's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Tyra's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tyra, who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, bud. If I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake? You're giving me sake? It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Tyra, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tyra. Oh, and here I was thinking you were being nice. This is very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tyra's favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can strike him at his heart until he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit that might work. Thanks for the sake. Okay, what about the historian? I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh good, and? Takahashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takahashi, you must have noticed there's something off about him. Like the collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more I spend researching the Kamenkai in the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. So it's just my perception of all the truth, and it... Oh, I could drink the sake. No, we're gonna exit. Wow. Could you imagine, like, accidentally clicking that and just drinking the entire bottle of sake? Holy crap. Is it sake or sake? I keep saying sake, but now it doesn't sound right to me. Get right, drink it in front of him and be like, I need this fucking drink. Like, oops.
大変失礼いたしました。
Oh boy. Takashi, what are you doing? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it, Ito. I've heard enough of your... Wait, what? You heard it right, Tyra. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here, this is for you. Heh, I get it. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way, it sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle, and they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you as a way to formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Oh, we're doing like the... Yeah. Ito. Sit up, will you? Ito, it's fine. Just sit up already. Okay, I accept your apology. Hell, didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all the, stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Tyra. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little too early for that talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back in the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Oh, God, this is painful to watch. Ito, stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. Suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Tyra. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up? One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Actually, I do. Well, I was thinking, but... Oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. That's fine. I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I've been doing a little research in an unofficial capacity, you know? I was wondering if you could pull a file for me? You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations and... I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you. But Tyra, or Detective Tyra, I wouldn't want to impose your busy schedule. Oh, God. Again, stand up. Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ito wants. Log the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir. Of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Damn, Ayami. I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you keep working that magic. Ayami, listen to me very closely. It's very, very important you train me how to do that for professional purposes. I think you're all right on your own, Saki. Oh, fine. Be that way. Anyway, you've got Tyra's sign-off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Kamenkai. I'd like the official report plus anything else you could find on it. Wow, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto, I'll put it on USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. Wow. I didn't want to use violence. I'm doing good, damn it. Okay, so let me travel. Oh, man. Oh, we saved. Goody goody. So, I think now is a good time to stop and pick this up next time. We made a slew of progress, and we found a lot of really interesting information, a lot of like historical things. We've met a lot of people, we did a lot of favors, we talked to a collector. There's like 100 things we did. So we're gonna save reading the USB for, well, the file on the USB about the history thing for next time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And hello, Lady Fluffy Bottoms. We love you. You are so freaking cute right here. And we will pick this up next time. And yeah, I enjoyed. I had fun with cat cafes and stuff, and maid cafes, and it was definitely something cool to go by. But we will continue this next time. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next part. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And hopefully we can pet a kitty too when we return. So take care. See everyone next time. And bye-bye.